Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Thank you for joining. Today we're going to read for the sign of Cancer. Spirit of love and light, what messages do you have for us? For the sign of Cancer. Spirit of love and light, the ancestors, divine guides. What messages? There's quite a few that came out. We won't keep those. If they're meant to come out, they will. Let's see what we have. The moon in reverse. Water Pisces energy. Two of Pentacles in reverse. Capricorn, earth energy. Everything's coming out in reverse. And Five of Cups, water energy in reverse. Water, Scorpio. Let's see. We have this one pop out. The Tower, upright. And there's too many. I'm not going to take all of these. This is very similar to Sagittarius. This one is, pull that one. So, the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. And then we have the Sun on the bottom of the deck. Success lies ahead if you keep to the path. All right, let's see what we have for the sign of Cancer. The Moon in reverse. There's a deeper meaning. So perhaps you've made some mistakes in the past, but there's a deeper meaning. Perhaps you've been selfish, or you felt selfish, or been called selfish, which made you come off as trifling. I'm just reading the cards, you guys. Perhaps you've made some mistakes. You've deceived yourself or others. There's a need for truth in this situation, a need for selflessness. Perhaps you've been a little self-absorbed or selfish, or maybe someone around you has. Maybe you feel like someone else and your energy has been selfish or trifling or deceptive. And there's a need for clarity. Perhaps you or someone else have not been as flexible as needed. There's been a lot of chaos and confusion, a need for balance. You've been feeling overwhelmed and disorganized, like everything is going wrong, like maybe you don't have any support. So either you're self-absorbed, stuck in your own head, thinking that you're juggling this all alone, that you have no balance, no love, no unity. Or perhaps there's someone in your energy who you feel is not flexible, who is not showing up for you, who's being selfish and deceptive perhaps. someone who has no conscience. There's need for forgiveness because there is hope in this situation. There is hope. And perhaps you need to dig a little deeper, go within yourself to figure out the deeper meaning behind the situation and find gratitude and kindness. In this conflict, there is a need for change. Because as you can see, the tower is here. And so there's been a lot of upheaval and destruction. A lot of unsteady or unexpected energy. Just a lot of confusion and perhaps anger. Someone needs a reality check. There's been a lot of selfish behavior here. But it's time to forgive yourself or others and find some clarity in the situation. Be grateful for the things that you do have. Even if you're not where you want to be just yet, if you have any feelings of jealousy or anger, or if anyone had directed these type of feelings or energies towards you, there's just time to forgive and release, because it's causing destruction and adversity in your life. So in order to gain clarity in this situation, you have to be able to adopt a positive mindset, a positive outlook, being grateful, looking around and basically smelling the flowers, looking at the cup half full instead of half empty, not being so quick to anger, not blaming others for any towers or downfall or chaos in your life, because ultimately you are responsible for your own happiness and well-being. As much as we like to blame others or rely on others to make us happy or to show up for us the way that we feel like we've shown up for them, that isn't always the case. And if that doesn't happen, you have to be willing and able to do for yourself what others cannot or would not, because the only person that we can be responsible for is ourselves. We can only control our own actions, no one else's. But the sun is here, so there is hope in this situation. But it will require you to do some soul searching, some digging, some praying, some affirmations to develop a positive mindset and positive outlook, to make those changes, to gain clarity and peace in your life. because you won't be satisfied. You won't be happy as long as you're blaming other people for where you are in life. And yes, your pain, your experiences, they're all valid. And you have a right to feel whatever you feel, hurt, anger, sad, even depressed. But it's important that we don't stay there, that we don't dwell on the things that happened, that we always find a way to press forward. Always find the love and light, in your world. Because even when things are going wrong, even when the tower is here, there's always light. You have the sun. It trumps the tower. So just don't get discouraged. Don't give up. Don't get stuck in negativity. I'm going to pull a card from the Soul Truth deck just to see if a message comes out for you. There are two. Let's see. What am I waiting for? Someone else to do it for me. This also came out in the Sagittarius reading. So it says, are you waiting on someone else before you can take the big leap? What if you were to take life into your hands and forge your own unique path? Put your heart into action and ask yourself, what risk can you take to move towards your dreams? Make a decision and do it. No more waiting for others. Do it scared. Take the leap. Today's soul action, no more thinking, only doing. Be brave, and you will discover what you are really made of. You're a wild soul with a strong heart, and you can't lose. The other card that came out says, where am I with my health goals? Where do I want to be? Why am I not there? What will it take for me to feel well? If my body could talk, it would say what? What would your body say, Cancer? Today's soul action is feed your body what it needs to feel nourished, appreciated, and loved. Make some new exciting goals to take your health to the next level. So all this negative energy that you've been feeling, you're being called to take better care of yourself, health-wise, spiritually, mentally, physically. It's up to you. So this is the message that I have for you, Cancer. I hope that you got something out of the message today. Be blessed, take care, and subscribe to the channel. Thank you.